Kevin Horsley, Unlimited Memory, How to Use Advanced Learning Strategies to Learn Faster, Remember More and Be More Productive. In Unlimited Memory, How to Use Advanced Learning Strategies to Learn Faster, Remember More and Be More Productive, Kevin Horsley presents practical tips and techniques for improving concentration, retaining information, and organizing it in a systematic manner. Using strategies like the PIC rule, the C method, and the Loci method, readers will learn how to create imaginative mental images and connect them to information they need to remember. The book also offers techniques for memorizing names, numbers, and dates, making this an essential guide for anyone looking to enhance their cognitive abilities and boost productivity.
Enhance your concentration with these proven tips. Are you struggling to concentrate? Neuroscience experts offer tips to improve your focus and avoid multitasking. The PIC rule can also help retain information by giving yourself a purpose and becoming curious about what you're learning. Do you often find yourself unable to concentrate on important tasks? Do you struggle to retain information? The good news is, there are ways to improve your focus and retain information, even if you have a busy lifestyle. The first step is to rid yourself of conflict, which is anything that leads your mind in different directions and stops you from concentrating. This could include multitasking, which actually slows you down by 50% and increases your chances of making a mistake by 50%. According to neuroscience experts, you should avoid juggling tasks and instead give yourself a purpose. The PIC rule is one such method you can use to improve your cognitive function. It involves giving yourself a purpose, becoming interested, and curious about what you're learning. For instance, if you're learning a programming language, your purpose could be to build a website for your family. You can then ask yourself questions such as, is this relevant to my current life, or, can I use this at work? This will help you to retain information better. Improving your focus and cognitive function is essential to achieving your goals, whether they are personal or career-oriented. By following these simple tips, you can improve your concentration and ensure that you are making the most of your time. So, put down your phone, give yourself a purpose, and start focusing on the important things in your life. Remember what you read. Use your creativity to bring information to life and make it memorable. The C method, which stands for sense, exaggeration, and energize, can help you easily recall information by creating multisensory, fantastical images. For example, to remember the Spanish word for chicken, picture yourself playing polo while riding on a giant chicken. Mastering memory with the Loci method. Discover how to memorize any information with ease using the Loci method, a technique that combines new information with something already familiar, such as a route or place, to help remember specific items that are placed along the way. Have you ever struggled to remember important information? Whether it's for an upcoming test or a big presentation, the Loci method can help. Also known as the route method, this memory technique is all about combining new information with something already familiar to improve recall. Humans are experts at remembering specific routes or places. Most of our memory systems already make use of this skill. You can put the Loci method to work by visualizing walking around your house along a particular route. You create a string of locations to visit as you go. In each room you imaginarily venture to, pick 3 specific locations in the room, and put them in a specific order. Let's say you're trying to memorize bits of a speech you have to give. As you walk around your house, you combine each part of the speech with the locations you've picked. If the horse is in the first paragraph of the speech, you can remember it by imagining your favorite pink breakfast bowl in the kitchen. Next, let's say the following paragraph in your speech includes the words summer camp, which you remember by imagining your family pictures on the refrigerator. This method is effective because it works with any structured location that you know well, whether it's your car, your body, or a museum. You can use your route to recall your list. If your route is intentionally structured to hold specific objects per room, then you'll remember both the list and its exact order. The author used this very method to remember the first 10,000 digits of the number pi. With the Loci method, you can easily memorize any information and impress your audience with your impeccable recall. Give it a try and see how it can change your memory game. Remembering complex numbers made easy. Learn how to transform numbers into memorable images to remember complex information effortlessly. Have you ever marveled at people who effortlessly recall complex information like historical dates or mathematical facts? If you've struggled to remember numbers, there's a simple solution that requires only 3 steps. The trick is to transform numbers into memorable images that stick in your mind. The first step is to learn a system that changes numbers into letters or alters how those letters sound. For instance, the number 0 can be represented by the letters S, Z, and C. You can use the shape of the numbers when you assign sounds to make them easier to remember. Each number from 0 to 9 can be assigned a group of similar sounding consonants, allowing you to create a system of associations that make remembering numbers easy. The second step involves writing down the letters that represent a date or number and creating a word from them. For example, the year 1969, when humans first walked on the moon, can be represented by the sounds B, SH, and P. Together, they can be used to create the word bishop. The third and final stage involves turning the word created in the second stage into an image. Applying the SEE principle, you take the word you've created and your chosen date or number, and imagine the image you come with. For instance, the image of a bishop dancing on the moon with Neil Armstrong helps you to remember the year of the moon landing. With this system, you can easily create memorable images that help recall particular numbers or dates. So, if you want to remember complex information with ease, all you have to do is transform numbers into words and then into images that stick in your mind. Remembering names made easy. If you want to avoid the embarrassment of forgetting someone's name, simply remember the 4 Cs: concentrate, create, connect, and continuous use. To remember someone's name, concentrate on it, create a memorable image of the name, connect it to the person's face, and use the comparison method if needed. Lastly, continuously use the name and revisit them to cement it in your memory. With this system, you'll never have to face the awkward situation of forgetting someone's name again. Retaining knowledge. Do you remember anything from your school days? Research indicates that within 2 years of graduating, individuals can only recall the equivalent of 3 weeks' worth of lessons. It is no wonder that without memory training, we quickly forget what we learn. Furthermore, revisiting what we memorize strengthens our memory and ensures that we do not lose what we have learned. Gradually increasing the gap between each review leads to better absorption of information. Reviewing newly acquired information 1 day, then 3, then 7 days later, and so on, with 2 final reviews after 2 and 3 months breaks, increases retention. During the review process, use visualization techniques to create vivid images for better recall. Motivation is crucial too. If learning a foreign language, for instance, planning a trip could encourage extra study. Review is key to retaining knowledge.
In conclusion, Unlimited Memory is a comprehensive guide on how to improve your memory and concentration by employing advanced learning strategies. With techniques such as avoiding multitasking, creating vivid mental images for better recollection, using the Loci method for organizing information, and implementing a review process, Kevin Horsley helps readers unlock their true potential for learning and retaining information. By investing time and effort into honing these skills, it becomes possible to achieve higher productivity, enhanced memory recall, and overall increased cognitive performance. These techniques are applicable to a variety of scenarios, such as remembering names, numbers, foreign words, and even complex mathematical dates.